Good morning, fellow Vault Dwellers. How is everyone doing? It's time for some more testing. We are on about final patch. There's probably one more with bug fixes coming Friday. Probably. I'm not sure. But about final patch, I noticed they changed some enemy values again. As the Guardian is not so impotent anymore. It can actually harm you. So you were able to see that when I was testing power armors on it. It was way weaker before, so they restore some of its power, but what does it mean to the world, like entire world? Is it widespread everywhere, just in this scenario? We'll see how it feels. We'll see if anything new was sneaked in the patch as well. What I did notice, when you open the... Oh, it opens now. Last time I tried, it was opening empty page. Okay, so maybe that was just an error. It does open now. So you're gonna see the rewards. So this is fine. This is working. Human. No, the ghoul. And later on, we'll go on the live game, so I can try to unlock again some of the new legendary effects, which are almost impossible to unlock. I was trying yesterday some legendary module trading with Daniel, and I scrapped over 40 of the Lucid. No luck. And I was scrapping on the private server, and I was trying to scrap in bulk and trying to scrap one by one. It was just not enough. 40 with my luck is not enough. Over 40. So I would probably need like 100 of each to learn it successfully. It doesn't look like anyone is on public test server, but this is fine. It's not necessarily a problem. I am over-encumbered. What am I even carrying here? A lot of stuff. That's probably why I am over-encumbered. They did reduce the weight of regular armor, so it's not so bad. Like, the weight can be very low, especially with ultralight, but even with a jetpack like Torso, the regular armor is much lighter. It's much lighter than it was, and half of the weight in stash. So this is all perfect. Do I have anything I can scrap? Oh, I do. Do I need that? Nope. Oh, I have a bunch of regular weapons. That is probably what's putting me over the weight limit, not even armor itself. Okay, that already helps. This I'm still keeping. Throwing weapon damage. That's a really cool new effect. We will be getting that soon when it drops on live. Oh, I should probably soon do the video how to get ready for the patch. As for example, what you will need is claim tokens for this new unique armor piece, if you want it, at least 100. And claim tokens come only from events at abandoned mineshafts. So those events at abandoned mineshaft, I think this is one. Is it always on this one? I think the event is always on this one. On this abandoned mineshaft, and you can exchange as well those tokens later. You will need 100 for, I think, the chance to get it. I'm not sure it's guaranteed. So yeah, definitely you will be looking for that. So claim token saving will be important. I need to start doing it myself. I'm not really paying much attention. And this event is random, so it's not guaranteed. So you need to be on the lookout to get those claim tokens. Then the standard, like legendary module saving and so on. Maybe preparing for the Guardian changes. And legendary effect changes is part of it. At this point, when we are closer to the final release, I will probably see what the Guardian will say about now my power armor that previously was working very well for it. Where is some kind of a heavy gunner? Don't look at the names. As I was testing stuff, I don't know what is what now. I shouldn't be doing that even on the public test server. I lost track. Which build is what? So that is for the Guardian, I think. I think that's for the Guardian. There's Santa Massa, his bullet shield. Yeah, that is for the Guardian. And suppose that all the damage sources are fixed, so I can use whatever weapon I want. Probably should start with Tesla minigun. Tesla Gauss minigun. That's a powerhouse. Damage per onslaught stack, weapon speed, action point cost. Do I have... I don't need to fix it. Do I have on this loadout one gun army? Yes, I do. So that's for the heavy guns indeed. And one of my power armors supposed to be aristocrats. But of course I did not name it aristocrats, but I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Of course I didn't rename them. I assumed I'm gonna remember what I changed where. And yes, you guessed it, I didn't remember. This one. That I made. Aristocrats reflective. Okay, that's what I made. Aristocrat reflective. It would be nice to add some sanity. Yeah, I do have Radix diluted. Okay. Full sanity. Would probably not bother with VATS. I know VATS is more damage. I will just shoot normally to see how it goes. I think reflective still works very well. Outside of explosions, you cannot reflect explosions. Melee, yeah. Melee is no problem. Oh, I need ammo. Now that I noticed. 2 mil. That's not enough 2 mil. Don't know how much I need. Probably 1k would do that. Get a little bit of stacks. I will get more as Guardian emerges. Do I even have Guardian reset? Forgot to check. The poison resist on Union is not being lowered. What are you saying is being lowered? It's not the highest from all power armors, but it's generally being raised for all power armors. Like, even without Union. Look at my poison resist. That is on... What am I even wearing? That's on Vulcan. So on Vulcan I have 474. I will have even more, if I'm not mistaken, on Union. So it's not being lowered. Set bonus is the same, and it's additional poison resist on per piece. I don't know why would you say it's being lowered. Unless I'm missing something. It's not lowered, it's raised. Oh, I didn't reset, I knew it. Hello, Blank and Cricks. Generally, power armor is doing good in regards to resisting damage. And in case of dot damage, it's doing better than before, as dot was never reduced by damage reduction, the percentage damage reduction on armors. That was never affecting dot effects. So with higher stats, you are resisting dot, every dot in power armor better than before, not worse. How long are you gonna be on the public test server? Probably like hour and a half to test if anything new is going on and what I want to test. Probably. An hour to hour and a half. That's the estimate. And then I want to do some headhunts. Okay. Let's see if I can still tank it well. Last time I was able to tank tremendously, but I was feeling something is off with the Guardian laser damage. So they probably fixed that in the last patch, and Guardian laser damage is now correct, which means high. Okay, it's still good. Okay, I can still tank it quite well. Okay, I was thinking I will be taking more damage. I am not. Some couple stimpaks do it. The problem is the damage reflected is not crazy high because the Guardian overall is doing less damage and resisting is better. Okay, so the standard method with reflecting the damage, and that's the Aristocrat's reflective power armor. So the standard method with deflecting damage without that, it's gonna suffer. I will test in a moment on regular power armor without the reflective effect. But the damage phase after the shield goes down seems good. Taking into account a 10% nerf on the Gauss Mini, like it's still wrecking it. So it's still wrecking it, no problem. Oh, let me quickly check if they kept stalkers. Kept stalkers to be not a one-shot. Last time I tested, they were not able to one-shot me. And I was able to quickly double stim. The dot is really high on the stalker. The bleed and poison dot. Yeah. You can survive, not the second shot. But it took 50% of my health. If I would be running, I would survive. And there is a high dot afterwards. Now, what about if I go there without reflective aristocrat's power armor? It seems like the shield phase is definitely slower. What would it take for me to do 24-hour streams? Oh, that wouldn't be fun, as that's too long. I would be tired. Someone would need to pay me a lot of money for that. I wouldn't do 24-hour continuous stream just for my pleasure. So, no. We need to leave the team. Okay. Anyone experiencing the rubber bending? The Gauss minigun specifically? Like, it's happening sometimes. It depends more like on the server than on whatever you are using. Laggy server, that adds a lot to rubber bending. Oh, I'm supposed to change the power armor. Do I have other one? What's on this one? What's on Union? Troubleshooter, so that's good. Not reflective? No, not reflective. That's the EGs that unfortunately it's no longer good on power armor unless you are a support build and you want to boost regular armor users. Like, EGs is so insignificant addition now for already crazy high stats on power armor. It does like nothing. It's support effect. My stats are very high with this Aegis, but it would be very high even without it. Like Aegis on power armor, it gives you physical energy by 50, poison, cryo, fire by 20. So full set is 200 base resistances, 250 base, 100 elemental. So it's not really significant at all for a power armor user. That's just too little. Going from 2000 to 2250, not much. It's 10% increase in resistances, but because of diminishing return, that's why, like, what, 1% increase in your tankiness? Probably not worth it. It's good for regular armor users, as this is aura effect. Now, taking it into account, I will be only deflecting with a bullet shield. It's 22 only? Ah, yeah, because, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, 4 rank was taken away half a year ago. And Ricochet at 22, so that's 44%. Okay, troubleshooters I'm tanking super well. It's like 20% per salvo with rackets and 10% per regular salvo. But it is going, like 44% reflect. I could accelerate a little bit if I would be holding a weapon with limb damage. So basically a must to hold a heavy gun with limb damage. I don't know if I have one here. I don't have anything with limb damage. No, I don't have anything with limb damage on me. But that's very slow. So limb damage on the heavy gun would be a must, as shield phase is so much slower than a combat phase. Look how long it's taking. So the shield phase is the patience battle now if you go with a classic method. So classic method still works, and it's easier to pull but slower. Like you can, if I would be holding a limb damage vampire minigun as I recommend in my beginner build, I would easily out-heal everything. I just need to be patient for the Guardian to drop the shield. So it will work, and probably still the best beginner method, as it is a little bit slower, but it will be even easier than before. So it will be slower, but easier. Is that a good trade-off? Definitely possible to do now, almost straight out of the vault. And that's the damage without taking one for the team, as I'm solo. Good enough to kill it without VATS, which is important. Yeah, well in time. Okay, so Gauss minigun definitely not ruin. The farming of the Guardian, like a minute slower, let's be honest. A minute slower than normally it would be, with the Guardian doing less damage per shot with lasers. So the Guardian losing damage, it slows down the process a lot. You basically need aristocrats, reflective, power armor with limb damage, heavy gun. As the kill time is not as important as the time to get to this point. There's a couple other things I wanted to make sure still works. For example, can I toss a Tomahawk and hit the shield? As I do plan to soon upload this number 2 method for Guardian killing, which may be even more important with next update. I just must know if Tomahawks still work. Yeah, good question, Rascal. Should we scrap EGs or just wait a year or two for them to buff it again? Good one, good one. Yeah, that's a strategy. So aristocrats, reflective, and full caps to max it. I don't even care for this test how much damage I will do. I just need to see if I will do damage. But why am I so over-encumbered after exiting power armor? I'm carrying too much ammo, probably. Or maybe not. What's the case? 800? Why did my weight went up so much? What has just happened? Oh, I'm probably not wearing armor with weight reduction. No weight reduction? What do I have on it? Oh, standing still. Okay, so I will equip it later. For now, what's on my Lucid? Okay, Lucid is fine. Yeah, weight reduction, super important. That's the Lucid one. And all we want to see is if any damage will be done. I don't even need to see anything else. So I know how to increase the damage. I already was tinkering with that. For this test, I don't plan to defeat the Guardian. I just want to see if Tomahawk is still doing damage to the Guardian. What do I think about Reflex 3-star Legendary mode? I have a video on it. Explaining evade and deflect, so I'm talking about that as well. It's a good effect if you go for the evade build. It's fixed, so it's no longer broken, like it's working as intended, as in the original video. Because it was only broken after the mid-season patch that introduced more bugs than fixes for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it did happen. I cannot jump in. Okay, I need to use jetpack without a team. No, that's fine, I have a jetpack. Okay, so we are standing on that, and I need chameleon armor now quick before the Guardian emerges. Chameleons should keep me hidden. So chameleon still works. I can sit on this spot. Now can any Tomahawk hit the shield? I forgot which spot I need to aim. Somewhere here it was. Wasn't it? I can survive, but I don't seem to be hitting the shield. Did they remove this method? Or am I just unlucky with tosses? Wait. Oh no, okay, it's just my aiming. Okay, it works. That's very important, as that will be probably one of the best ways to do the Guardian for someone with endgame to mid-endgame. Just the aiming is something I need to work on, and now I hit the wall with Tomahawks. That will make it more complicated. But somewhere like this spot for aiming, if you learn it well, then it will be working. Now I just stacked the Tomahawk and Tomahawk. I broke it. So you cannot do that, and that breaks everything. Now I cannot do it anymore as I stack the Tomahawks there. Oh, those are hitting. That's one of the best methods. Of course, the damage here is not there, as I didn't expect. Normally you expect 5 Tomahawks to take down the shield. I will do the guide for it, as it seems to be still working. So the guide for it, for the live game version, and the same will work on the test server, as you can see. So that still works, so that's important. The aiming. That's the tricky part. Is you need to aim in this rocket launcher on the right, and that's how you get the shield. And you need to practice how to toss them quickly. As you are able to see, I was tossing them really quickly, like Tomahawk after Tomahawk. When you get the timing right, you can have like more than 1 per second. So it takes like 5 seconds to down the shield. Compared to about a minute with a classic method of deflecting the damage on the shield. Oh, did they fix bolstering scaling? Let me see. They fixed that? That would be awesome. They didn't set anything. Let me see. Vanguards, for example. How Vanguards is Okay, Vanguards is not changed. Vanguards is still worthless. I have less than 1% at almost 500 health. So that's like ridiculously low scaling. So Vanguards is still not a useful one at all. But you said bolstering. I have this ultralight Arctic Marine I could equip. Maybe I don't even need to equip it all. Craft one bolstering and I will see. Oh, I forgot I'm not wearing under armor. That shouldn't be like that. I should be wearing under armor. I need to craft bolstering. Where's my under armor? Maybe I scrapped the one that I had. Accidentally must have scrapped my under armor. Let me craft one. My ghoul shouldn't be looking like that. It's not very handsome one without under armor. It doesn't matter which one, as they all for looks now. So you can choose whatever you like. It's all the looks. So I can even wear the denim. And then put emotes on it. So the lining, I think the best will be resistant. That's nice poison, cryo, fire. Shielded is for energy and radiation. It's not as good. Like threaded is just poison if poison would be a big problem. But resistant is nice, universal. So I think that would be the best. The lowest ballistic. But ballistic can be easily improved with barbarian perk. 1 perk point. And then the style. Don't even know what's the best style overall that I would like to run. Like marine style, strength, endurance, agility is quite tempting. But luck one is good too, like perception, agility, luck. Radar style. Good for stealth and VATS builds, like that's a lot of luck. The standard you don't want. And for Volt style, for experience farming. I think I will take the luck one, would be the most universal is the luck one. This one. So luck scales with ricochet effects as well. So this is overall really good to have high luck. High agility is good too for sneaking. Perception helps with that. Doesn't make you tanky as there is no endurance. So if you are going for a tank build, is there 5 endurance one? I don't remember if there was. I think it's 3 endurance or 4 endurance. Okay, Secret Service is probably still the highest. That's 4 endurance, but there is no 5 endurance. Like, they should make 5 for everything. I don't know why there is no 5 for everything. Do we have 5 for strength? No, the 4 is the highest. Why there is no 5 for everything? We do have 5 for perception or not either? I don't see 5 for perception, so only some have 5. I don't really know why. Okay, now I have under armor. Let's quickly craft one bolstering. Unyielding is always worth using. For Bloodied builds, especially. Okay, currently 0 as I'm at full health, so that's fine. That's what I would expect. No, that's dropping my health too slowly. That is dropping my health really fast. Can I survive second shot? I cannot. I need to drop my health in a more reasonable manner. I need to grab something else from my stash. Okay, dropping health in more reasonable manner than 2 shots and dead. Something explosive, maybe that. That's gonna be something I can survive. Fusion cells. Can I survive it? Oh, that's gentle one. The limbs, like, they did this new math for all those explosions. So self-damage is reduced, but armor and limbs are taking crazy damage. As you can see here, I already broke the armor piece that I have equipped. Is it scaling already or not yet? Okay, 2% at half health. So not too much, but something. 3%, okay, 3% at 47. %, okay, 35, 7%, so it's already good. 8.7, 9.2, so it's look like 20%. Oh, out of ammo. It's look like 20% will be fine. I would just switch weapon for the one that adjusts my health way more gently. Those slow adjustments now. Stops my firing when I cripple my own limb. 24. 9.4. So I think 20% now. So that is good for Bloodied now. Oh. What healed me? I don't have any auto-stim stuff. Why did my health jump? I don't have any auto-stim. Now no ammo, now my limbs healed, and now everything will be happening all over again. Oh, come on, let me just do that. I want exactly 20% to see if that's correct. I'm surprised it was not in the patch notes. Okay, 9.7, so maybe just under, but it's effectively 10%, 9.8. So there's a little bit, but effectively like 20% you almost have it. It kind of still scales a little bit further. 9.9, so 15% for the last 0.3. Yeah. So that's not impactful. Therefore, yeah, bolstering is really good now for Bloodied builds. Bolstering will be the best for Bloodied builds for damage reduction. So it matches now the heavyweight. But it's better as you don't need to be over-encumbered. So that's good. Surprised there was no patch note or mention about it. I don't like when they do that. They do adjustments, don't tell anyone, and wait until someone accidentally figures it out. Like, how would you accidentally figure it out if you test it one day and you figure out, okay, bolstering is worthless, I will not be using it. Then they suddenly change it to be good, but do not say it, so you don't even know it's now good. And you are not using it to notice it naturally. That's what I don't like it. So effectively under 20% is almost full effect. It's 9.7, so for all purposes, that's a full effect. And what they changed supposedly as well is healing from rats. Let me see if I will notice even this difference. So toxic goo. Yeah, it's a little bit more. If I would include the perk. That was almost no healing previously for ghouls from rats. Now there is a little bit of healing. Still not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, 22. So there is some healing from rats. So 22% is 9.5, so it's almost all the effect. You are full set, you are missing 1 percentage point. So full set, a little bit more than 1 percentage point. 2.5 percentage points. So I have 47.5 at 22%. But at 20%, I have like almost 49%. Almost full effect at 20% health. Therefore, it's fine. For Bloodied, it's fine. I don't know why it's a little bit more scaling from 20 to 15. Doesn't make too much sense, but it is fine. It seems like the curve goes flat, then steepens out, and flattens out. They do now the S curve shape, and not the accelerating one like previously. It was like a drop, like waterfall shape before. Now it's more like S shape. Why? I don't know, but doesn't matter. The important point is, will it hit majority of its effect at 20% health when it's intended for bloodied health, bloodied builds, and it does hit it, so that's the important part. So yeah, bolstering is really good now. I need to get rid of some of those armors. I don't want them. Not fixing that, I'm getting rid of that. So bad Vanguards is still not useful. 0.1% at Bloodied range. It's going very, very slowly up, and then it's going better. But yeah, you need to be way too high. And I have Vanguards on this set too. Why Vanguards cannot work? They fixed bolstering but didn't touch Vanguards. No one knows why. At least they did not break Aristocrats. It's still 10% max. They could reduce the requirements a little bit. But they don't want to. Let's see if requirements are still the same for Aristocrats. Maybe they did reduce it, just didn't say anything. Let me spend some of my caps and see what happens. Oh, is my armor piece broken? Oh, yeah. I feel like power armor is breaking more now. Since the Guardian need to fire at you for extended period of time. So power armor durability perk may be needed. Okay, let's spend some caps. What do I buy to spend caps? I would just buy whatever bulk scrap. That's probably the fastest. Let's spend 500 caps and see. And was there any change to unyielding? I don't think there was any change to unyielding. I hope not. I didn't test. Now I should have some unyielding in my stash. Wait a second. I still have some unyielding in my stash? I do. No change. If it's showing currently +2 and I'm slightly above 20% health, then it would jump to +3 at under 20% health. So it's fine. Unyielding is fine. Looks exactly the same as it always was. Now, if I buy 3 of those, that drop me under 39,500. And the effect, yeah, it's already reduced. So it's still requiring 39,500 caps. Now, if I sell something to put myself above again, put myself above, and it's full effect. So only wiggle room you have with Aristocrats is 500 caps. That's the biggest pain of Aristocrats. It should be strong if it requires so much. Like, you have, like, no wiggle room. Tiny bit, and it's all gone. Is it possible to have disease immunity for humans? Yes. I was testing that with vaccinated perk, and if you are well-fed, well-hydrated, you basically have 100% disease immunity. It adds up. I was wondering myself if those percentages are multiplicative or additive, but it looks like they're additive. If you achieve over 100%, you have over 100%. But you need to be well-fed and with vaccinated perk. Well-hydrated, well-fed, vaccinated perk. Did they tinker with those? I don't know why it's still level 40. So Bulwark is weak 1. We'll take those claim tokens. Unfortunately, we need to take them one by one. Last stand. Your evade chance can be turned into damage reduction, so best case scenario, you can get 25% damage reduction with this set, which is good. Like, this last stunt will be good. Not a 4-star, so that's the only minus. Last Bastion. Accuracy increase as health increases. Nah, it's accuracy. It's not gonna be very useful. Taking a look if they change any. Damage reflection on a silver lining. Pocketed silver lining. So that's like a replacement for your aristocrat set for the chest. If you want that, you can run it. You will have life saving on one piece and still is the same effect of full set of aristocrats, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it, as that's a leather after all. Pocketed, stand fast, extra damage resistance, that's not worth it. Then the roadkill, which is not particularly great. And there was one more that somehow disappeared. There was one that gives you more damage as you are taking damage, and I don't know what happened with it. They gave up on it? It was too powerful, maybe? I don't see it anymore, unless I should be able to obtain it somewhere. Oh, they fixed that so we can take it now. Look at that. They managed to fix supply packages. Previously, it was impossible to pick them up, as they were all marked as Atom Shop items. So they remove Atom Shop marker from those. We can take that. Okay, so that was not announced either. Any changes to the mod boxes? Let me take a quick look. I can take a quick look here, as there are all the mod boxes, so I don't need to craft any. I'm only checking if anything looks different. But it looks the same so far. Hopefully there is no hidden nerfs on anything. Seems all the same. But I will still check everyone. So heavyweight will be the strongest overall for tankiness, but no power armor. And bolstering we can have on power armor. So imagine bolstering emergency protocols on power armor. Incredible tankiness. Like bolstering with emergency protocols. I could try that honestly on one power armor. How crazy that's gonna be. Can you go Bloodied on the Guardian? Probably, with that setup. Yeah, I need to try bolstering emergency protocols since they fixed bolstering to work. Lucid, still 6%. Okay, 6% is solid. The mutation one, the mutants is just so many mutations required. It's decent for someone who doesn't care, especially melee builds. Like, melee builds can have most mutations, no problem. So melee builds could run mutants. I think mutants for melee ghouls, especially because Lucid will not work. So mutants can be run by melee. The max health on Overeaters, this is great, actually. I don't know, like, a lot of people is complaining, but I see a use case. If you want to min-max, if you want to optimize Blood Sacrifice build, Overeaters is your friend. Extra 200 health, that scales with Stimpaks. Stimpaks scale with total health. So you put Overeaters Endurance Healthy on armor set, you can run Blood Sacrifice like crazy. Stalker's sneak attack damage. Like, Stalker's like decent. It just that no one is using it. Because Furious is so much better. They need to fix Vanguard. Somehow they can do that for bolstering, not for Vanguard. All resistances by 25. Like, Elementalist is kind of good now. There is 5 different resistances, therefore that's 125 increase overall to your stats with 1 armor piece with Elementalist. So that's suddenly a really good 2-star. And did you notice? I just recently noticed. I don't know how I missed this fact. Like, all the new effects, the new legendary effects from Ohio, from the headhunts, have double the amount of legendary modules from scrapping them. Like, Endurance is 6, Elementalist is 12, and they both 2-star. I did not realize that earlier. That all seems the same. Yeah, they fixed bolstering. If you are around 22% health or below, you almost have a full effect. Full effect at 15, but it doesn't matter. 22% is 95% of the effect. So that's good enough. Oh, Pickpocketers is not more. Pickpocketers is 6 module. And not 12. Okay, so not all of them have double modules. That's even weirder. And yeah, Rascal noticed they look like 3-star on the box. So maybe they kind of coded wrong? Maybe. Poisonous is 50 poison resist. So poison resist is not as great. I would rather have all resistances by 25 than just poison by 50. Block damage reflection, like reposting. It's like all the blocking stuff is just so worthless with those changes. Guillotine, okay, that's all looking the same. They should buff the damage of those electrified and so on. It's way too little. You cannot even notice it. Enemies are so much tougher than when they first time introduced this effect. It does nothing. Just basically dead effect. And this one, I'm pretty sure it still doesn't even work. Aegis need to get buffed, that's the same. I don't know what's the purpose of combo breakers. What is that? tiny chance to not use action points. Like, come on, Bethesda. Like, how is that gonna be useful as a 4-star? It should just be for all weapons. Combo breakers. To make any sense on the weapon, it should be completely removing AP cost from them. Completely. As they are talking about power attacks in that case. They're not even talking about VATs, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, for melee, it should be no AP cost with combo breakers. That should be the effect. Miasmas would need to be buffed. Like 10 poison damage per second is relatively low. Like Propelling, another worthless one. Or maybe not as worthless anymore. Yeah, they are increasing movement speed, so maybe you can use that instead of perks. 25% movement speed. Yeah, Propelling can make sense now with 150% speed cap. So you can run Speed Demon and Propelling to get the speed cap. And they tinker a little bit with stabilizers, so now it's 40%. It started with 50%, then they nerf it to like 30%, then now it's 40%. Like, couldn't it just always be 50 as a release? Like, it wasn't overpowered. Let's be honest. Stabilizers at 50% was not at all overpowered. It was helping with aiming and firing, but since we have VATs, how is using 4-star slot for almost perfect aim manual overpowered versus VATs? It's not. Stalwarts may be useful now when if armor and pie armor will be breaking like crazy from our own explosions. Maybe we'll need to survive own explosions. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so they're not changing anything else. The speed is not so crazy higher, like going from 125% we have now to 150% movement speed. It's not such a huge difference. You notice that you run faster, but no, it's nowhere near the light speed. You run a little bit faster with full bonus, but no, not the light speed at all. Let's exchange those tokens. And test bolstering then. Stabilizers was always good. Then they nerf it, and now they buff it a little bit to compensate for too much nerfing. But yeah, stabilizers was always good. It's not just not overpowered. That was the thing. It was good, not overpowered at all. It was actually well balanced. That's why Bethesda decided to tinker with the stats on it. It was too good. The balance was too much on point. They needed to change it. Do I always have the same armor piece from that? Yeah, so only this one is dropping. Whenever I try that, this one armor piece is dropping from that. So only this one is dropping from the tokens, but it's still really good. So I would recommend everyone to have one. For the Tomahawk method on the Guardian, that will be way more popular with next update. That's what 100 tokens give you. Now let's revisit Guardian again and test bolstering on it. Oh, I'm still on the... I don't need to reset. I already did reset it. That's good. Let's see how well bolstering will stack with emergency protocols. What armor do I have on me as I need to modify one? No, I don't want to modify this one. I think I could modify... the Union one? Like, going Bloodied on the Guardian may be a good solution with those changes, assuming it's gonna work. Where is the Union one? Let's test first before I will claim that it's gonna work, and then it doesn't. Let's see if it is gonna work. Okay, bolstering mod boxes. I should have taken them from the box. I forgot, so now we need to craft 5. They're easy to craft, luckily. Let's do this one bolstering. So it is now troubleshooters. Surprisingly, troubleshooters is not so much stronger than bolstering with new map. And bolstering will still not be exactly 50% because it's multiplicative, so it will be a little bit less. But it is fine. Still not far off. Should be huge difference nevertheless. But I have no script. You're kidding me? Where is the script machine? We need to visit script machine. We have some legendary items. Script machine. Yeah, I hope they will not nerf limit breaking. Limit breaking is one of the best 4-stars that I'm using. I have multiple armor sets with limit breaking. So I certainly hope they will never break it. We have more. This one I want to keep. What's in those packages that I grabbed earlier? Do I just... It doesn't look like I opened them. Do I just put them into the scrap box? Yeah, that's how it works. Those special packages are only for the testing on the public test server, to be clear. You will not get them when update drops. There is no magic box for the live game. That's only for testing on the test server. I need to craft something that I can put into the script machine. More script needed. Which one goes to the script machine? That need to be 3-star. I think medical malpractice will work. Yeah, medical malpractice works for script production. Done. With a bit of extras. Extras will produce script by scrapping. Okay. Now I can finish the power armor swap. Yeah, we need script supply packages. I don't plan to defeat the Guardian, I just want to see how much I will be tanking it. And torso instead of a jetpack. Emergency protocols. It's 50% damage reduction. should work. Both should work. Yeah, I would welcome option to store bubble heads and magazines in 8 box. I don't know why they don't go there. They are the 8 category. I didn't notice script in the locker. Is there? Maybe there is. Maybe I missed that. I cannot lock my health with rats, but this is fine. We'll just go like that. It is for March update, yes. The testing and what we are checking out here is for March update. Soon we'll be on live doing some headhunts, but that's still a March update public test server. Out of curiosity, do I have a Gatling plasma? Yeah, how this one will perform? Do I have that modified? Maybe that's gonna be decent. I'd like to see how that goes. Do I have cores? Oh, not too many. Do I have some in the stash? I don't, so I need to use the 2 that I have. Let's see how well I can tank it at low health now. Oh, and put back bullet shield. Did I put rank 1? Why do I have rank 1? Scrap it. Okay, Guardian, we are tanking you at low health. Oh, I need to top up my feral, so my total health is higher. Quite well. I still need a stim pack to survive. Now adding bullet shield. Okay, when it's dropping under 20%, there is quite visible slowdown in damage taken. And just a little bit of healing is enough to outdo that. So yeah, definitely bolstering emergency protocols is looking strong. I don't see like any problem playing as a Bloodied with occasional stim pack. Or even like, I don't know, passive healing from regenerating if that's still gonna be working. But that one thing I didn't test, if regenerating is still working the same. Reload the plasma. I want to see how much Gatling plasma will be doing. Comparing to the Gauss mini. So yeah, under 20%, I'm very tanky with this setup. Uh oh, I have no cores. Oh, come on. It was showing 2. They were empty or something. Those 2 cores were empty. Oh, is the Elder's Mark still magic damage? That I can test then. Cannot heal with conductors when it's immune to damage. Do I have coffee? I do. So I can soon spam coffee. See if Elder's Mark is still doing magic damage. Like on the last iteration. Probably not, as they said they fix a lot of bugs with this iteration. So I would expect this is fixed too. But who knows? Can I heal with coffee spam? No, I cannot. I need a stim pack again. Coffee doesn't have enough rats to kill. Holding Elder's Mark, the shield goes even slower. I have like no limb damage while holding Elder's Mark. Come on, Guardian. Need coffee to see if magic damage triggers. Okay, it's not magic, it's still very high damage. There is no magic damage kick in that would like kill Guardian in 3 seconds, so I think they fixed that. But it's still doing very high damage. Maybe they actually made as stealth attacks multiplicative, who knows? But the Elder's Mark is still hitting hard, really hard, on the Guardian. So that's for sure. Now, does the regenerating still work with mutation like the perk? That's what I want to test next. Why they nerf blocker? I don't know. They want melee enemies to be dangerous, I'm guessing. Now we'll test if healing still works the same. So for that I need healing factor mutation. I don't currently have it. Do I have healing factor here? Nope, I need to craft one. Guardian didn't drop me one, so I will craft healing factor. And we'll try if healing factor is still working the same as on life, or did they fix that? For healing factor to work, I don't really need strength in numbers, like I'm solo on this team. So for healing factor to work, we need spiritual healer, and we need to be on a team. It can be a solo team, and it should work now. Even in combat. So normally that's not intended to work in combat, but it should. And what is that now? What is that? What just happened? I got clipped by my own power armor. And now I'm headless. Will that fix itself? Or not? I cannot do anything now, by the way. I'm not just standing and staring at it. I cannot do anything. I'm tapping all the buttons. Nothing is happening. I'm stuck. I need to wait. It either fixes itself or I will need to restart the game. Oh, there was a sound. Maybe something is happening. Oh, I can move, but where's my HUD and everything? Am I wearing this spell armor? I cannot open the Pip-Boy. And I don't see any health bars. We need to restart. I cannot even open map. Okay, Alt F4. It just works. Yes, it just works. And about aristocrats versus lucid and other effects, they do completely different things. Aristocrats is to do damage. Aristocrats is offensive effect. It doesn't reduce damage taken. Aristocrats is to hit enemies that are firing at you. And lucid, bolstering, and so on are intended so you take less damage. So completely different. They do not compete with each other. They do different things. Okay, so I am in my power armor after all. Let's see if healing factor works. Did my perks stay equipped? Yes, I have spiritual healer, and double checking, I have healing factor, 3% heal rate. Let's see if that's gonna work. Is active getting nerfed? I don't think so. And what? There's no changes to AP region. I didn't notice any. Or are they? Yeah, Lucid is the best for ghouls overall. Yes. That's stronger. I like heavyweight, but you need to be over-encumbered, so use case is limited. And I do plan to update the guide for the full raid, but that's after the patch will hit with changes to armor. Okay, it's working. So I'm healing as I'm fighting the Guardian, possibly. And now with bolstering and emergency protocols, it seems like I have enough healing. Almost enough. Okay, almost enough to survive it. If I would be on actual team and healing factor would be stronger, maybe with regenerating armor, I could possibly hit enough passive healing to tank the Guardian. Possibly. But it's working, so that's what I wanted to test. It is working. No problem with that. Did I miss anything I wanted to test, or can we go for the headhunt? I think I tested all the most important stuff. I think I did. One thing I will test. How I can stand in power armor against Deathclaws with the changes to melee. That's the only question I still have. Can I stand against Deathclaws just fine? With my power armor. Wake up, Deathclaws. I want more than one. There we go. More Deathclaws. Why does Deathclaw run away? Hey! Supposed to be fighting me. Whoa, yeah, the melee hits harder now with those changes. But healing factor will probably keep me alive, and bolstering gonna kick stronger, and I have less health. And emergency protocols should kick whenever I drop under 20. So now I should be taking way less. Okay, they will kill me, but I do tank it quite well. Barely alive. With bolstering emergency protocols. So Deathclaws do hit harder with the changes. The ghoul seems to be still soft. Soft hitters. But Deathclaws, yeah, the Deathclaws do hit much harder now. You cannot ignore them without blocker card. And blocker was nerfed, so you don't want blocker card for anything. Somehow I'm still surviving, but yeah, no. Survived a lot. I survived a lot. Four bolstering plus one auto stim. No, I wouldn't mix auto stim. If I would like auto stim, I can just equip born survival. I don't have any. So I could equip born survival. Why would I waste a slot for auto stim on armor? Okay, let's do some headhunts on life now. And some daily tasks. Hopefully the live game is working fine after the fixes. I know it's still not perfect because they didn't fix daily ops, so that's a big issue. Yeah, bolstering is looking good now. Good pairing with emergency protocols. Now that's the live game. Headhunts and dailies. Born survival, I only need 1 point. That's a full health build for sure. Stability is worse on Xbox. Let's see how it's on PC. Hopefully not worse. Okay, I was moving some stuff around for the showcase on the video. I will need to eventually put it back on place. Oh, someone is doing expeditions. Exploration team. Challenges. Okay, what do we have? Picture at New Cawerton Tour. Complete event, so that's headhunt. Craft energy ammo. Deal critical hit. Automatic weapon in VATS. Harvest. Oh, no, not harvesting a fire cap. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find them. Eat a meat-based meal. Perfect. Kill overgrown? Are you kidding me? No. I'm not going there. Kill a creature, much better. Mod energy weapon. Okay, that's fine now. All is solid. The event is still... Oh, the event is still there. I will need to tackle the event on Saturday. The event stuff. 3 tickets. So I need to complete those 100... I want this 140 tickets for completion of week 2. I cannot forget about it. I need to do it. So first things first. Collectors. Then sorting out the issue with me being over-encumbered. Collect a board game completed already. I think that was weekly. Bait generator I'm using now as a caps generator. I'm selling the improved and regular bait to vendors. No, that was scrap that was putting me into over-encumbered mode. I can already move. Am I on the bow build? It's fine. I think I'm on the bow build. It's okay for the headhunt. But what else am I supposed to do at the camp? Mod energy weapon. Before I leave the camp, I need to finish the camp dailies. Energy weapon. I think Gauss counts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gauss count, but this count as well. This is 100% energies. Paint. Paint is the cheapest way to mod energy weapon and complete the challenge. Energy ammo crafting. Energy ammo. Then you covered on tour for a photo. Which I craft, doesn't really matter. You covered on tour for a photo. Super bait. Is it worth it? Only when you are catching local legend. But you need to have your rod max out first. I would not buy extra super bait. I would only take the super... I mean, when you are claiming super bait, the one on the last page of the season is too expensive. If there is any super bait cheaply on the earliest pages, like in the past, then it was worth it. But when you go to the last page, the super bait is like 75. I would say that's too expensive. If you are struggling with a local legend and you have your road max out, you can consider that, but that's the only situation that you should consider super bait. If you need those local legends really badly. If you don't bother with it. What can I sell? Don't want to sell my Nuka-Colas. Could get rid of purified water. 8. Oh, I still have serums. Yeah, I should have been selling serums. Bobby pins. Done. Okay, so those are caps from a vendor. I need some Radix diluted. What I was here for? Oh, photo. I knew I was here for something. So that's done. This bow is not particularly great, but I'm using it a little bit since I have it. Event, meal, kill creature, critical hit with automatic weapon. Maybe before I forgot, any automatic weapon that's cheap inverts, like this one, will do. And I have some ammo. Okay, that's fine for the starter. There is a Grand Hunt, as I don't have a poster. Double check. If you have the poster, you don't do the Grand Hunt. If you don't have the poster, then you do it to get one. And I don't have a poster, so I need to do the Grand Hunt. If you are only fishing for axolotl, improved bait is enough. Axolotl is fine with improved bait and weather. Oh, I did enough bats now. Switching back to a bow. Piercing love bow. Where's my target? There you are. Where is this guy? Who else left? Someone on top of the mountain? No? The only annoying thing about Chameleon is your view changing. And flashing. When you go invisible. I don't know why it need to go through the black and white and flash you. And it's not really necessary in my opinion. Will I get any luck with the headhunts? That's always a good question, and usually I have no luck. We'll see. I didn't get poster yet. So more grand hunts for the poster. There we go, Albany. You normally need 5 grand hunts per poster, which is going fast. 5 minute, 1 headhunt. I already missed on my axolotl, so I'm now not bothered anymore by fishing. Since I already missed a January axolotl, then I'm not bothered. I was doing it for a challenge, but now I already missed that. Why is everyone invisible? Finally managed to push a critical to the headshot. And it was a 3-star, so they fixed that. Lucid Plasma Caster. That's another chance for me to learn Lucid. If I will get lucky. Already over-encumbered? Okay, I already need to scrap stuff. You can place it on the bridge. I built my own bridge. Give me Lucid. And nothing. They're scrapping over 40 yesterday. Still nothing. Still no poster. Will I get every Grand Hunt 3-star? Or is it just a chance now? They definitely fixed that. This last one was a 3-star. Hello there, the Viking. Where's my target hiding? Come on, pick up. And is... Oh, the sword is 2-star. Okay, so it's not guaranteed to be 3-star. It's all 2-star. Enemy and loot 2-star. They should make it guaranteed, not a chance for a 3-star. So I'm upgrading those Grand Hunts to have a chance for a 3-star. That should be a guaranteed. Yeah, it shouldn't be random. It should be guaranteed. And I need to be on the lookout if there's gonna be event at abandoned shaft mine. This place, you need to kill the biggest crowd to get this Grand Hunt. With bow, it should be fast. Just climb on the middle spot. Shoot everyone. Come on. What? How did I fall in here? How do I get out now? I didn't know that's possible. To fall into this spot. And now I'm stuck. Great. Is there any way to escape that? Maybe power armor. I got stuck. Where did it go? Didn't place. Okay. Will not let me enter. Oh. Did I get out? That was very unfortunate. Spectacular failure. First time it happened too. Normally I climb that thing, no problem. And I'm not falling into it. That was the first time. My bow unequipped because I was in power armor. Stop dodging my attacks. Are they resilient? Ah, yeah, they're resilient. There you go. Still no poster? Very unlucky with posters today. Cleared. My luck with posters is 0. Maybe I should switch to Guardian Tomahawk farming. No posters. What mods do I use for Burning Glove? The same as for the Piercing Glove. The Piercing Glove or Burning Glove, the same mods. It's the best with Plasma Arrows. I was trying all of it. People recommend some other ones with Plasma Arrows. And honestly, I slightly prefer Burning Glove because of extra hit chance. So I'm switching to Burning Glove now. The new bow I'm using because it's new. But Burning Glove, in my opinion, still better. And even better if you do a build with reverse onslaught for regular bow and you put Furious on it. I mean, not regular, the compound bow. Compound bow is slightly stronger than regular bow. And another one bites the dust. No more enemies, only those two guys. Still no poster. Did they change the odds for dropping those posters? I'm just so unlucky. There used to be 20% chance for a poster. Feels lower, maybe I'm just unlucky. Do a little bit more. If I don't get one, then maybe they change odds. Silently, without letting anyone know. But why would they do that? Those are compound bows. Burning Love and... What is the other love? Burning Love and the other bow, they both compound. Another 1 star. And do I have a poster or still not? I have a poster, okay. Finally some luck. Oh, over-encumbered. Maybe I just need to eat something. Hey, not over-encumbered, and I finished a challenge. Ink a poster. And Headhunt is running. After we kill them, I can scrap here everything. Launching a flare. Insects. White horseman. Where are the horseman friends? Where's the horseman? There. It's a player. There should be more of them. Like, we killed the horseman, but where are his friends? Should be. There's normally 3 legendary enemies. There was 1. But others didn't spawn? Only horsemen spawned. No escort. Okay, that's odd. No one else. Oh, there was one somewhere. You one escort. Rapid. Should probably keep it. That's stash box. Scrap box. Oh, there is no scrap box here. Looking for a scrap box. There's no scrap box here. I did challenges? Yeah. Should I try if practice a little bit on the Guardian with my Tomahawks? So I will be doing the guide soon. Either later today or over the weekend. I should probably practice a little my aim. The aim part is the hard one. So it's less like a high end game equipment requirements and more like free aim skill requirements. Different difficulty style. Do I have a loadout for Elder Hawk? Yes. Elder's Hawk. So Dragon's Flame, you were able to see. That's the hardest to pull. Requires everything endgame. And Reflector Gauss, that's like endgame version of the beginner build. And Elder's Hawk is the cool one. Elder's Hawk is the cool one and probably one of the best methods for the next update. Where do I have a weapon for it? That's one weapon for it. Yes, that's one weapon for it. AP cost 8. I don't know if it can be lowered. Probably cannot. That's easy to use weapon for it. Pinpointers would do more damage, but this one is like easier to use. But that's for the switch. First, we need melee weapon for tossing Tomahawks. Do I have it here? Yeah, I think that's the one. That's for tossing Tomahawks. Yeah, that's the limb damage one. Juggernaut with limb damage. Do I have all the perks? I do have all the perks. Is there like a magazine or something to greatly increase damage of Tomahawks? Oh, Rascal, you think others of the headhunt turn into Stingwings? Maybe. Maybe Stingwings supposed to be legendary. Plan for Tomahawk, I think that's only during the cookout with Graham. Not this workbench. So it's under survival. So Tomahawks, I'm pretty sure that's with Graham only. But if you don't have that, that quite close damage one is meat cleaver. Unless it's meat cleaver for the Graham cookout and Tomahawk somewhere else. I'm not sure. The knives are the weakest. The Tomahawks are the strongest. Then you have meat cleaver. And ship squad shards, which are not as great as that's a poison damage. Knives would work too, it's just more tossing to be done. Tomahawk is less tossing. And Tomahawk is not very expensive, just wood and steel. Knife is the cheapest. Like meat cleaver is more expensive, it's 8 steel. So Tomahawk is cheaper and more damage. So Graham is the meat cleaver, so I don't know where Tomahawk is then. So this need to be common somewhere. Oh, there is Backwoodsman 7? Okay, let me check if I have this one. I have some. 50% throwing weapon damage. Yeah, so the one exists for that. It's good to know. I have something heavy in my inventory. Oh, cultists, high priest packs. I didn't open yet. Mutated party packs I will keep, as supposedly there will be more stuff later with them. I'm a bit over-encumbered. What armor am I wearing? A Chameleon Enclave with range damage bonus. And I have other one with more crits. Either one is fine, but this one has a jetpack. And damage, why not moving? Okay, I can have that. On this build, I can have that. Store rapid. I need to store more stuff. Still over encumbered. Stack weight. Arrows. 45s I need. And that's all light. Aid. Am I carrying like lots of aid? I'm carrying lots of weapons. That will be it. Carrying too many weapons currently. Am I giving up on bows? I think I should give up on bows. Store burning glove. I don't have room for weapon weight reduction on this loadout, do I? I don't. I don't have room for weapon weight reduction if I want to use all the limb damage. I will store maybe this chameleon set. And some more weapons. Yeah, that's helping for sure. And this bow I will just scrap. I prefer burning glove anyway. Tomahawks weight a little bit. 60 pounds, so I don't need as many, but I'm still improving my aim. So kind of need them at this moment. It's enough to move, but I'm close to the weight limit, which I don't necessarily like. Do I have some miscellaneous stuff I could toss away? Basic repair kits. Scrap kits. That's some pounds. Any plans I can read? No, I know all the plans. Inert flax. Probably should drink some Nuka-Colas. Yeah, they over-accumulate. It's a little bit too much. Okay, enough. Let's see if I will do some damage. Elder's Mark. Baseball bat. Get the sanity meter up. And I don't want to be a team leader. As well. Explore the abandoned facility. Yeah, that's good. That's the first one. Oh, Tomahawk plan is in holiday gifts and some regional events. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. And knives are by default. I could honestly craft some knives and compare to see what's the difference. So I can get here even without a jetpack. Change to first person. Sit like closer to this side so I'm not... I have the baseball bat? Yeah. I need to aim somewhere. Do I have... Wait. I have Tomahawk equipped. I don't. I'm trying to toss it and I'm like, why is it working? I cannot toss it faster. Come on. Why is it so little damage? What I did wrong. Okay, let's retry. Why am I not tossing it faster? Is it almost right? Definitely something did wrong. Was I still hidden? I think I was. Or did I mess up something and got detected? Okay. Why am I not tossing it faster? Should be able to toss it much faster. Ah. I'm not paying attention to my health. Did dispatch mess up tossing of tomahawks? Why there's such a big gap between tosses? Why cannot toss it faster? It doesn't look like I can toss it any faster. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, the Tomahawk looks super slow. Maybe next patch will fix it. I'm able to toss them faster on the test server. Unless I'm missing something, like, do I need some perk to toss them faster? I don't think so. There's no perk to toss them faster. But maybe if I have weapon hidden, put it away, or different weapon? Accidentally pull the weapon out due to stimpaks. And now I missed a bunch. So the only problem with the Tomahawk method is practicing how to toss them. I don't know, why is it not flying faster? And ship squad shards are not so great because you cannot mass produce them. You would need to farm ship squads for that, which is annoying. Okay. If I equip different weapon, will my throwing speed change? What? It's weapon dependent? Is that the weapons? Okay. So maybe that's my problem. So I cannot use the slow melee weapon. Now I can toss fast with this one. But I cannot toss fast when holding the baseball bat. That takes forever. Okay, so something is going on. If I hold Elder's Mark. So it seems to be tied to fast weapons. What if I would have a melee with fast swing speed? Some melee, but with fast swing speed. The invader is fast. So let's do the invader. I didn't realize that. So I discovered something new. No, I cannot toss it faster. So melee weapon changes the speed. You have any melee weapon, it will not be fast. I need to rethink this strategy, as I wanted to use melee weapon on this strategy, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. I cannot go melee weapon. That changes it a little bit. I cannot go melee weapon. Hey. I really wanted melee weapon. What about automatic melee weapon if I would hold it? If I hold automatic melee weapon, so that's a completely different melee weapon. Yeah. Automatic melee works. It must be automatic melee. But then I would probably need the one with limb damage on it, not regular one like this one. But I can test how much damage I do with this auto axe. So automatic melee is a must if I want melee. Nothing else works. So it must be automatic melee. So I cannot be tossing so fast. Like I feel like I'm in slow motion. I mean, like with this regular melee. So yeah, tied to the weapon attack rate. Not even the swing speed. Doesn't matter what's the swing speed on melee, if it's fast or slow. Just the fact that it's melee must be automatic weapon. That seems to be the factor. Why am I in danger? Okay, should it be in danger? I'm losing a lot of damage. I'm not sure why I'm in danger. Why did I go into the danger mode? Oops, I fall down. In danger mode it will kill me. That's why I'm taking so much damage. How was I discovered? Is my stealth insufficient? I think my stealth should be fine. But I was discovered. That's chameleon set. With agility. Should be absolutely fine. 33 agility total. I don't have sneak perk, but I have escape artist. Escape artist should be enough. Maybe better to go sneak instead of escape artist. Not sure. How was I detected? Did the racket salvo hit me and that caused detection? Did I drop chameleon? So it should be camouflaged and perfectly hidden here. And I'm in danger. And why? Am I tossing too fast and I'm getting into danger? Why am I in danger? Why is my chameleon... Oh, I know. Maybe that's the bag. Maybe it's still the bag present with armor. Let me try to re-equip all the armor. Maybe armor bag out. Okay, let's see now. Do I have follow through? Yes. I will increase this damage a little bit more with automatic melee weapon with limb damage. But for now, I am just trying to figure out what's going on with my stealth and the tossing pattern. detect me, but I just killed it. Okay, this worked, but I don't still know why I'm being detected. Why am I being detected? Should it detect me? At least it wasn't before the last hotfix. I don't really know what's happening. Do I need more agility? Maybe when Racket Salvo hits me, I'm revealed for a second. Maybe that's the moment of detection. Tomahawks are quite strong as well. Cannot complain on the power of the Tomahawk. Okay, so what weapon should I be using? Is there any automatic melee that has extra limb damage? Of auto axe, cauterizer, it's not a limb damage. Buzz blade, Ripper. Is any of them with a limb damage mod? Buzz blade requires fuel, so probably not worth bothering. What's the mod on the Ripper? Armor piercing, that will do nothing. The bleed damage option. That will not do anything. I don't think Buzzblade has any. Neither regular chainsaw, so auto axe would need to be. I'm not using any glow, so I don't know if I'm using brick wall, but I have no glow. I think we need to go with auto axe. One interesting point though, with auto axe, if I modify it with turbo, will I be able to toss even faster, or that doesn't matter? What if I do turbo? No, it's the same. Oh, they're disappearing. Give me that back. Okay. At least I discovered it matters, kind of. What weapon I'm holding. And Ripper. Oh, Ripper is so much slower. So only auto axe chainsaw is considered fast enough. Okay, Ripper is so much slower. So no, other melee will not work. Only auto axe. But turbo doesn't add any. At least I don't see a difference. And I need this method optimized. Burning, electrified, poisoned. Doesn't really matter what I do. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. The effect of the mods do not carry over. to the weapon, so maybe no mod. That's the lightest. It need to be legendary, that's true. Mutants is fine, that's 50% flat. It cannot be heavy hitters, it must be crippling for this particular scenario. Then maybe agility for extra stealth, if not the weightless. I could do it polished for extra effect. As polished will carry over. So I can make it agility. It should it be? Will it be losing durability when I'm tossing stuff and not actually using the weapon? We'll test that. Excuse me. Cavaliers I don't want. I think agility I would put on it, but I don't have agility. Do I craft agility? It's expensive, but it should improve my stealth a little bit. How much it cost me to craft this one agility box? 60. Okay, I can afford that. Yeah, branding iron has very fast swing speed, but it doesn't look like it matters. It's about the weapon mode to be automatic with high fire rate, kind of. This Elder's Mark, if I hold Elder's Mark or Auto Axe, I have the same tossing speed, but if I equip even fast swing classic melee, it drops drastically. So I will spec it for stealth and then polished. Mutants crippling, agility, polished. No mod. And appearance. Doesn't really matter, but we can do something. Those are the coolest ones, but I already used them a lot. I will do Fanatic Paint now. And lock it so I don't get rid of it by accident. I will not be using Juggernaut as I initially planned that, but then I realized that I'm being hit as I'm tossing those Tomahawks, so Juggernaut will lose power. Therefore, Mutants is probably actually the best. I don't know if there is anything better, really. Anti-armor doesn't work on the shield, so we don't need that. Aristocrats would be the same as Mutants, so that doesn't make a difference. Troubleshooters would be probably working the same, who knows. Furious, I would guess not. Gormans is weaker. Instigating, that's the same bonus. Juggernaut is much higher, but only if I don't drop health. Junkies would require me to be addicted to a lot of chems, which could work, like I could be addicted to a lot of chems. Lucid is too weak. Medics, no. No. Mutants is decent, 50%, it's quite solid. Stalkers, would Stalkers work? It should, to be honest. Maybe I should go with Stalkers. I can swap it later for Stalkers and see. Yeah, Stalkers may be actually better. Sneak attack do count for the limb damage. So maybe Stalkers. Let's see with Mutants. Let's do a couple more tests. We test that a little bit more. I am expecting better damage now as I added those legendary effects. Mutants is easy to achieve, very universal. That's why I like to use Mutants. But I think Stalker is gonna be better. I just need to test. Oh. Blow Ghost, you like my Paint Train YouTube video? Yeah, it's fun build to play. Paint Train is very fun. So bad cannot be used on the Guardian. Trust me, I tried. The Guardian shield cannot be dropped with a Paint Train. Would be fun though. we need to sit on this side of the fan, not on the middle. Because if I sit on the middle, I will be hitting this wall, and that blocks the pathway of Tomahawks. So we need to be sitting here. I don't know why tracking sometimes displays, sometimes not for those Tomahawks. And where are they going now? Oh. Why am I not hitting? And I'm already detected, so something is not right with this detection. So I'm already detected. Maybe that those rocket launchers are detecting me. Let's try add sneak perk instead of escape artist. This detection is messing things up. I have max out sneak. I need rank 1. I have no room for max out. If I'm detected, I'm losing all the bonuses from sneak attacks. But not counting the fact I'm still struggling with hitting the target. But that requires some extra practice. Okay, so sneak perk on. I cannot really equip the brick walls. There is no room. So I have Bone Shatterer. For some reason, I'm running Bullet Storm for the Elder's Mark to boost its damage a little bit. Maybe it's not as important. So I could squeeze in something else. But now we have 1 rank of sneak. Maybe that's gonna compensate. Oh, is my sneak actually working here? Okay, it should be working. Yeah, I'm going invisible, so it should be working. I cannot toss in third person, so I need to sit there in first person view. Let me wait a second before I start tossing Tomahawks. I will check if my stealth is working as I'm sitting stationary. Okay, switch to first person. We are here on the edge. Crouch. Get the auto axe out so I see if I'm invisible. So there is something. Now I will be tossing slowly so I can see what's going on. Okay, 1 hit. Only 2000 damage. It should be more. Okay, 3000 follow up when the perk triggers. Oh, will I get detected from the rocket's impact? Oh yeah, I'm getting invisible for a second. So that's what's happening. So I'm getting visible for a second at the moment of rocket's impact. So that's when I'm losing invisibility. When the rockets impact. I don't know if Syringe would do anything on the Guardian. I didn't try. So somehow, the Guardian is able to, like, toss my invisibility with those rockets. What should I be doing? Running Chameleon Power Armor? I could try to kill it faster with those Tomahawks. Is any mod on my auto axe actually helping with more damage? That's what I should test. Okay, I can be dying for now. Let's focus on Tomahawk first. Is any of those mods increasing my damage, actually? Let's put Electrified. I'm doing 2 to 3k at this moment with the Tomahawk. 2k before follow-through kicks in, and then 3k. How many Tomahawks do I have? 110 still. So that's decent. if I would be more accurate, I probably can take down the shield before the salvo hits me. That should be possible. Like, before the rocket salvo toss me away, I should be able to get the Guardian shield down. Let's see if the damage will change at all. I think the damage is the same. A problem with accuracy. But this time it didn't toss me enough to break my... at all. Like, didn't break my invisibility. Yeah, I'm still hidden. Nicely hidden. I'm doing a lot of damage. Even though the Elder's Mark is loud, doesn't matter. Probably don't even need that. So this time it didn't toss me out. The mod on the auto-axe didn't change the damage. The strength doesn't increase throwing damage. I was trying that. Strength doesn't seem to increase that. Oops, that's the wrong auto-axe. Let's try to change the prefix on auto-axe now. To stalkers. Craft stalkers. Can we do more damage? Stalkers. Well, I'm not testing with glow. I don't want to bother topping up glow all the time. But I could. Like, with glow I would be even more powerful. Just prefer if that's gonna work without glow requirement. Stalkers. Sneak attack damage booster. And am I on full range of the polished mod? 54. So I need to slightly repair it, but after the test. How did you wake up just now? This last test was with 54 and I changed prefix now, so I want to see if prefix gonna make a difference. Is it bannable if someone skips everything to just farm the snake? I heard reports that it did happen, that Bethesda considered that exploit and someone got banned. Cannot confirm firsthand, as it's a second-hand information, but supposedly it is. So I would not recommend doing that, and I'm not doing myself because I don't want to risk it. I don't have official answer about that. That's what I heard. And if I'm not mistaken, it was not a perma-ban. It was like a 1-week ban with a warning that next time it will result in perma-ban. I think I have higher damage now. Yeah, so Stalker is definitely better than mutants. Oh, got detected. Got detected, but it's definitely higher damage. Stalker has definitely helped. So this Messiah Salvo is tossing me out. I'm kind of tempted, as Messiah cannot move you in power armor. Why this aim stays on the screen? I'm kind of tempted to see about sneak power armor. Like Chameleon on power armor. I'm tempted now. Because if that would solve it, and I'm very far from the Guardian. So maybe it will disable like a sneak perk, like when I'm wearing power armor. Definitely sneak card doesn't work. But will that disable Mr. Sandman and Ninja? I hope not, but I do not know. Will that disable those perks, as I need them? And power armor. What power armor do I have? Do I really need limit breaking? Maybe I will just skip that. Just use Elder's Mark as a stealth weapon. And Elder's Mark... Wait. I have it without Suppressor, but Suppressor is probably needed to unleash this bonus damage from Nocturnal. I forgot about it. Where is my other Elder's Mark that I have with pinpointers? Let me switch some gear around. And just not use that. Ignore it for most part. No, that's anti-armor. I don't have other Elder... Wait. I don't have pinpointers on any Elder's Mark? Ah. I don't want to redo my Elder's Marks. So I will just add this suppressor here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Suppressor itself is adding sneak attack damage. Yeah. Big mishap here, running without suppressor. Everything else I think is fine. Yeah, everything else is fine. Not sure if Hardened... Or I should just go lower AP cost. I could go lower. Hardened adds a little bit of damage. Armor piercing is higher AP cost. I'm not sure if I need armor piercing. I probably don't. I will keep it as is. I just added suppressor. Okay, added suppressor. Fix the weapon. It's slightly under the threshold. Slightly under the threshold. So fix it. Stoker auto axe. Fix it. Now it's full. Power armor now. Strangler Heart. Poison Dot. I don't think Strangler Heart would be needed. If Nocturnal Agility limit breaking. I will run with this. And I switch. So I need better stealth than one piece of Chameleon that I have here. So I switch the jetpack to Chameleon. Where is Chameleon? Stealth Boy, yeah. It's called Stealth Boy, not Chameleon. Okay, Stealth Boy Power Armor. Stealth Boy Power Armor. Still trying to understand the need for Bone Shatterer. Why? It's to do more damage to the shield. 75% extra damage to the shield. That makes quite a visible difference. You could run without it, but more Tomahawks will be needed. As long as I am on a team, I can jump in here. Without a team, I would need to use staircases. That Stalker? Yeah. So Stalker, Auto Axe, then Elder's Mark. Let's see. Are you tossing too high? Maybe. Yeah, now it's... Oh, still danger? How? How am I in danger still? Like, it didn't move me. You didn't move me, Guardian. And yeah, now I have more damage with the... with the suppressor on Elder's Mark. My AP regeneration expired. Come on, Guardian. You didn't move me. You are cheating. How did I drop stealth with Chameleon? How was I still detected? Like in power armor, rockets do not move you, do they? Oh, I know why AP was regenerating so slowly. That was just conductors because... Yeah. Stealth Boy Torso, unfortunately, is draining action points. Sneak doesn't work anyway. What should I equip? Sneak doesn't work in power armor. If that all max out. Could run borrow survival so I don't need to pay attention to my health. Or what else? Oh, I have no gunslinger at all? Okay, gunslinger. For the faster kill. Savvy. Don't need weapon artisan. Good with salt. If I'm in power armor, then power user. Number cruncher unfortunately doesn't do much for me now, since I'm running auto axe, and the AP cost of auto axe is really low. What is that? Only 9. Okay, it's helping a little bit. It's barely 9. Can the AP cost on auto axe be increased? I don't think so. Maybe I could have a little bit more limb damage with... Where is that? Downranger? That could possibly work a little bit. Could give up on the reload speed. One point. What did I do with 1 point? 1 point is kind of weird. Downranger rank 2 instead. Maybe downranger rank 2. Downranger should work on Tomahawks. Okay, rank 2. Don't need Trawling Pharmacy anymore, as I have it on Power Armor. If I would be using a Power Armor, then I have it on Power Armor. I'm kind of covered. But I still don't know why I was detected. Like, my stats when crouch. 49 agility, that should be way more than enough. Should be way more than enough with a stealth boy torso. Still don't know why I was detected. That's a mystery. In Power Armor. Okay, let's pay attention if Racket Salve are gonna kick me out of stealth again. Right. There's Mark reloaded. Should always have it reloaded. And is it losing? No, it's not losing durability from Tomahawk, so that's all good. I'm selling some pepper shakers at my camp, unless they sold, I don't know. Like regular crafted ones. I'm trying to make lots of caps on that. No, I only sold the new super sledges. So there are some pepper shakers that's like selling 4 weapons, so probably pepper shakers are still there. Okay, let's see again. Will I get somehow randomly detected? Maybe it's like the spot I'm standing on somehow unstable? I don't really know. The good thing about testing the Guardian and new method is I'm getting some free legendaries. It's the side effects of testing process. I am invisible. I'm holding out axe so I see if I will become visible. Okay, so I'm standing still. I'm perfectly in caution. No problem at all. Okay, I didn't drop invisibility and I got detected. So how? And my damage drops drastically if I get detected. Tomahawks are doing 500 damage if I get detected. So even if I toss it fast, damage is just too low. Going a little bit up as I'm getting stacks of bullet storm. As I'm tossing those Tomahawks. Come on. Yeah, outside of that, this is a smooth method. I just don't know what's causing the detection. Is it me hitting it too frequently? Should I maybe not move as far to the right-hand side. What if I sit closer? No, the miss will still happen. Like, it's hard to nail the shield when tossing from up front. From the bottom level, it's even harder. I tested that it's easier for me to hit the shield when I'm sitting a little bit higher than the Guardian himself. That's why I'm sitting on this fan. I was testing that already. And I have more luck hitting the shield, sitting higher. Not every Tomahawk hits, but if I get every other one to hit, it's already good enough, assuming my stealth stays. Yeah, Tomahawks can bug out, and the pathing and everything is weird with them, but that's the attribute of the thrown weapons that lets them actually hit the Guardian, the Guardian shield, so that side effect of that is positive. How many Tomahawks left? Did I use them all? I used them all. Maybe let's see now. If I toss knives. Other theory is that maybe because I'm holding Autax, which is a loud weapon, it's causing me to... I don't want to modify, I want to craft. Let's try how much knives are doing. Knives are much cheaper. So I do one batch of knives. Out of curiosity. Oh, Kimoshabi, thank you a lot for a member message. Kimoshabi is saying, when you did it on your human character, did you have 100% evasion to avoid the rockets altogether and stay in stealth, avoiding the staggering? I don't remember, honestly, if I was using the evade at that point. I don't remember. Bit over-encumbered, as I forgot to scrap stuff that dropped from the Guardian. Aristocrats the Dragon. Still have a lot of stuff that needs to be stored. Ammo. Aid. Scrap. Yeah. Yeah, it's possible that noise of auto-axe is inherited by auto-axe. But by auto-axe. By tomahawks or knives or whatever we are tossing. That would add additional complication. Then I would need to consider silent weapons, which are not automatic melee. And if I want to toss while holding Elder's Mark, then that's different perks for limb damage required that takes spot of normally what I'm using the onslaught stuff. Hitting. And I'm in danger now, out of a sudden. Still doing some damage with those. Okay, knives are not much weaker, it seems like. Knives were still doing good damage when I was hitting them, and hitting them worse than tomahawks. Do the knives... Maybe knives have different fly pattern? Let's test, and I will be tossing knives now, holding Elder's Mark. So let's see if that changes the detection. Will be way less damage. So I'm spec to the damage where I'm holding melee weapon. There's gearing up event. Okay, I will be there. Danger. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just the danger after the rocket salvo. So it doesn't matter if I hold. So at least it's not a problem in weapon I'm holding. Maybe in the rate of me tossing them. It is possible that I should do a break. Like a quick break in the moment rockets are impacting. Did the event just started? Do I have time for one more test? Okay, one more test. I just need to join the event before it runs out. Yes, robots are immune to poison. So poison damage not the best choice. They were not in the past, but Bethesda changed that. And now they are. What if I just do a quick break from tossing when the rocket salvo is impacting? Will that be enough to bypass the problem of detection? Even knife is doing good damage. Okay, stop. No. Okay, so rocket salvo is the moment I'm getting detected. The rocket salvo moment. I may try to sit more on the middle of the fan and toss more to the right. Something around this rocket salvo is causing the detection. If I'm in regular armor or power armor, it doesn't really matter. It's the rocket salvo. There is no electric thrown weapon, and you don't want electric damage or any other damage when fighting Guardian Shield. It's currently only ballistic damage works well on limbs. Next patch should fix that, so it may change, and energy damage will be fine. For now it is not. So I'm more on the middle now, slightly more obstructed by this wall, but I'm risking that those knives gonna hit and get stuck on the wall. And they are getting stuck on the wall, you see? It's two knives already on the wall. And now some of them stuck mid-air. I was not detected, so that changed. But I stuck knives on the walls. Okay, I'm going for the gearing up. So it's not the power armor or non-power armor situation. Good news is you can use knives. You don't need to use tomahawks. So knives are cheaper. There's a little bit only difference in damage. Other option is I can still try stealth suit. Like I could try stealth suit. Oh, it's still a barrel stage. I will help. I know where the barrels are. We need 12. Maybe someone else collecting, so I donate that, and now I collect additional 6. I missed 6 there. And we got that. Good that I arrived on time, as that was a risk of failure. Probably only one person was collecting those barrels. Okay, emoji time. Done. I don't have a jetpack. But jetpack do not make noise. For the purposes of stealth, no. You can be jetpacking around with stealth. Oh, jumping when the salvo is going to hit. Yes, Nick. That may actually dodge the rockets, as you are allowed to jump and jetpack with Chameleon on. So yeah, like a jump. Jump can dodge that. Yeah, why wouldn't I think about it? Yeah, I would try the jump. The jump would be the easiest solution. There is as well option to go with 2-shot Elder's Mark with limb damage. Anyone has Elder's Mark for sale? I would buy one and try one more setting. With 2-shot limb damage Elder's Mark. Yes, Furious will still be superior after next update. Pinpointers is still like the best 4-star, yes. The only problem with running Elder's Mark and not swapping weapons is that this category is already overloaded, and I would need to kick out Onslaught, at least some of the Onslaught, in order to use limb damage. So I cannot really kick out, or maybe I could, everything, like all the Onslaught, and replace it with limb damage. That's probably the only solution. Otherwise, there is no room. So I would need to kick out Onslaught to add limb damage if I would like to run 2-shot limb damage Elder's Mark instead of running Auto Axe with Nick Kappa, Bone Shatterer. That's a lot of limb damage that I do have under strength. And under strength I have more space for those cards. The advantage of running Elder's Mark all the time, I will have more stacks of Bulletstorm while tossing knives. Which would definitely help. As Bulletstorm does work on knives and other thrown weapons. Those Snallygasters are like dying here always like crazy. Yes, Bulletstorm works on grenades and mines too, correct. Bulletstorm works on everything. It's overall damage boost based on number of stacks you have. Elder's Mark is still one of the strongest weapons. Only Gauss Mini can dish out higher damage. Cryo effects are working again. That's the good news. Ogwa Gauntlet is really good, I like it. It's dropping from Beast of Burden, the same place that Elder's Mark drops from. Let's try the jump method. Oh, someone purchased my Peppa Shaker unmodded, so I'm close to cap. Maybe I need to buy some modules. Can I jump here? I will hit the ceiling, but generally I can. That should be fine. Let's see if I can dodge rackets this way and stay in stealth. Come on, what am I hitting? Dodge some. I jump a little bit late. You're doing like 3k with those knives. Where am I hitting? The aim is my problem. Second volley I didn't jump, but somehow didn't broke my stealth. What? Why are you still firing? Okay, it's not. So that's working, I think. We need to try one more time. I jump a little bit late. Need to work on the jump. How many knives left? 136. Good enough. Kind of requires a bit of practice with the knives to hit the right spot. If I would be able to consistently hit the shield with every single knife that I'm tossing, I would cut the time needed to take down the shield by at least half. That's the live game version now. We did some testing on public test server earlier, but now we are on live. My food probably expired too, so I would need to check that. We'll pop a booster, so I don't need to worry as much. The brick wall would be obviously a great solution, but only for ghouls. I'm trying to figure it out that would work for both ghouls and humans. There's no such thing as too much coffee. You never know when you will need 500 of those. I can try to toss those knives in different spots to see if I will get better results. Oops. Nope. Back on there. Time is running out. I failed to... Wait, is it here? It's here. Failed to jump correctly. Okay, I'm back on the spot. If I toss it lower, would that be better or worse? Not sure. Ah, detected me this time. Was able to jump to safety last time, and now I didn't. Come on, forget where I am. Oh, thank you. Gently moving back. Very slowly, so I don't get detected. Uh-oh. Nope. When you are moving with Stealth Boy Torso, you are dropping stealth. So you cannot be moving with power armor. Oh, maybe I'm tossing too low. This time it went smoothly. Maybe I'm tossing those knives too low. But I'm always detected by the racket salvo. So additional solution is getting the shield before the racket salvo hits. I'm not sure if that's possible, but that's other solution I see. Like before the salvo hits, like get the shield down or almost down. Yes, load bearing is the event I want to do. Is there load bearing now? Are enemies' attack determined the same as VATS's? No. It's physical detection. Oh, load bearing there. Okay, I will be going there. The load bearing is the event we are doing now and saving those tokens for the next update. So I will be there in a moment. It's an AFK event, so I need to be there 5 past 5 minutes, and I need to be there. So I still can test a little. For new armor, the chest piece armor piece that has bonus damage to thrown weapons. So that's exactly the thing I need to boost the damage of the knives and so on to kill the shield even faster. Maybe I move more to the right? Okay, bad idea. More to the right, I fall down. Okay, so we're aiming a little bit above that. Almost! Maybe with Tomahawks I would get that. Almost managed to take the shield down before the rocket salvo hits. That would be kind of a solution. Like, take it down before the rocket salvo hits. Try again. I feel like it's possible. Tokens tied with doing the objectives? Oh, I'm not sure. They are? Maybe they are. Yeah, I think you are getting extra tokens for objectives. So yeah, after this try, I'm going there. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, bonus tokens if we do objectives. And I want tokens, not just completion tokens. Yeah, you are right. I need to go there. So it doesn't always detect me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Doesn't always detect me. But generally it works, and seems like the best strategy is just get the shield down before it can detect you. Or maybe run a stealth suit, but then you are a little bit more squishy to the rocket impact. So something as a trade-off. Yeah, I'm going there now. Yeah, I forgot that I will get more tokens by keeping the robots alive. And not just the final tokens by getting there at the very end. Robots are dropping those tokens when they are alive. Yeah, I never cared about tokens, that's why I forgot about it. That's the first time I need 100 tokens. So here we are. Helping. Helping for the tokens. A little bit late, but there's still 3 minutes and all robots alive. Or not all. This one is not, but now it is. Okay, so now they all alive. And from time to time, we should be getting tokens. If I'm not mistaken, every like 30 seconds or so, there is like a token delivery. We'll see. It should be on the screen when I'm getting tokens. Oh, 4 tokens added. 4 claim tokens. And they go under miscellaneous tab. sort normally, so there will be on C. Claim token, I have 10. I need 100. At least, maybe more. I'm not sure if the armor is guaranteed. The armor looks to be guaranteed on the test server, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be the same on the live. So we need to keep those miners alive so they can keep dropping tokens for us. Maybe it's once per minute. No, another 4. Okay, 30 seconds. And there is additional batch of tokens when event finishes. So I only need to catch probably like 3 more events after this one. 3 more load bearings and I will get my tokens. For at least 1 trade. Yes, those are tradable. You can trade claim tokens. If you have too many and you don't want them, I will buy. If you want to buy from me, I'm not selling, I'm trying to collect them. Just now, because I never cared about them. They used to be a dead weight, but not anymore. Okay, 18. So there was 3 deliveries already. So every 30 seconds it is. If you are Bloodied, you are still better off if your guns are furious. But Bloodied is still higher damage, as you can use Nerd Rage. There are some exceptions. Like, if you watch my Dragon's Flame method on the Guardian, Bloodied is better for the limb damage. So Bloodied will be still stronger versus Guardian Shield than Furious, for who knows what reason, but there is a little bit more damage. Even though the health damage, you have more from Furious, with Onslaught effects. But for the shield, Bloodied slightly outperforms. Escape the mine. For big token package, there is new armor piece that I want with 50% bonus damage to thrown weapons like Tomahawks. It will be perfect for Guardian farming from next season. And outside of the new armor piece, 100 token package will be giving as well a random 3-star. That's good. Just don't exchange it now. I see people exchanging it. Don't do that. You are wasting claim tokens. You need them for next updates. I have 36 now. I need 100. So the one exchange costs 100 claim tokens. It's better if I will have even more. To be safe, 200 would be nice if it's not guaranteed drop. I'm supposed to test stealth suit. If it's doable. Stealth suit now. They have room for that. I'm using them as a trade. Like if I want someone to craft me something, that's how I'm giving modules. 3-star is 12 modules. So you give random 3-stars to someone you are trading with as modules. Normally modules are non-tradable, so you cannot just grab modules from the scrap box and give to someone. So that's why I'm holding to useless 3-star and 4-star. They still have knives? Yes, still have a bunch. Those are heavy, so I don't really want to craft too many. Stealth suit. Let's see if stealth suit gonna work. You don't have like high jump, you can run like that. Still get... Oh, I jumped wrong. Ah. Jump in the wrong spot. Very good that I have high jump. So it's just behind this pylon. Okay, stealth suit. Auto axe. Can I even survive the hit? Okay, this way I stealth. I stay in stealth. And I survive the hit of the rockets. Okay, so stealth suit surprisingly is like a better option. Seems like in stealth suit I'm not detected. The stealth suit is not tied to staying stationary, so you can be moving around. Or maybe just a pure luck. Let's repeat to see. Was that just a luck, or is really stealth suit going well? Stealth suit for the win? Is that possible? Better than all crazy expensive covered scout chameleon armor? Maybe it is. I have my crazy expensive covered scout chameleon shadowed set. And it's gonna be outperformed by a stealth suit. Outside of the fact I cannot have 4-star, but it clearly doesn't change much. I have a 4-star limit breaking on the other one. Doesn't change much. Especially that I could just run pinpointers instead of conductors, and it would probably outperform all those crits. Okay, Guardian. Get ready for more knives coming your way. Grand Finale is overall good against a lot of enemies, not the Guardian. Guardian is immune to explosions. And I'm staying in caution. Not hitting anymore. Oh, no. I think I was missing all the knives. Come on, hit the knife. My aim is not the best. I will die if I don't hit the knife. Ah, come on, the last knife didn't come in. Why sometimes they hit the target and sometimes do not? I need to back my Tomahawks. They're stronger, so I should hit the target faster. A little bit more expensive, but stronger. Surprisingly, as long as the Guardian do not see me, so I'm not in danger, only some shots are slightly hitting me. Therefore, I'm surviving quite long without using a singular stimpack. I know I could use a stimpack, but I'm not using it. I don't want to waste time for stimpacking. Okay, I nailed the jumping. So Tomahawk's definitely more damage, so I can hit less of them and still do fine. Yeah. Without critical every other shot, I'm still doing good damage. With a bit less action points without regular armor, but yeah, the damage is there. Damage is absolutely brutal with Elder's Mark with stealth. So that's working. Stealth suit for the win. I could tinker with all the armors, but stealth suit beats it. One more attempt to be 100% sure. If I can kill it 3 times without breaking stealth, then stealth suit is working. I only use the food that my camp can generate. I don't really bother with much food. Even surplus on ammo. Maybe later on I will try, but on maybe a public test server, not public test server, on custom server, I try to craft additional 2-shot Elder's Mark and see how that would go. So I would not need to switch weapons. Maybe it will go even better. Or similar. Similar would be fine. I just run around. There's so much time when Guardian is emerging, you can really run around. Okay. Another one. Could refresh some food that I'm using. Okay, it's time. Toss the Tomahawks. Yeah, my aim is terrible. Why they sometimes hitting, sometimes not hitting. I'm still in caution, I'm just struggling with the Tomahawk detection. There we go. Don't really know how the Tomahawk detection is. That sometimes I can hit it and sometimes I just cannot hit it. Is that even helping me much? A little bit, maybe. I'm probably just wasting effort doing that. But it's working. Stealth suit for the win. Endgame method that works better with less endgame gear. Alright. I will accept that. Aim with Tomahawk trajectory, not the crosshair. Yeah, but I need to aim crosshair somewhere. So I'm trying to figure out at which spot crosshair is supposed to be for Tomahawks to go where I want to go. I cannot really force them to go there. Just need to try to aim. I bet someone can do it better than me. Oh, hello. Oh, claim tokens. Thank you. Claim tokens will help with this method too. Alright, that's enough testing for today. It went well. So this method works now well. Will be even better with next update. Will be more preferred as the method with deflecting damage back to the Guardian Shield gonna be much slower. So as it's gonna be much slower, this will be way more tempting. Even for, I would say it's maybe possible for quite a beginner build would be possible. Maybe I could do relatively like not as beginner as reflective method. As that method is way easier and straightforward, but maybe mid-level. Who knows? Yes, I have my fishing rod maxed out. And I think, like, with the Tomahawks, I'm not even sure if they always fly exactly the same. What's the accuracy? How do I test that? Okay, let's toss Tomahawks from here at this ammo box by just aiming slightly above it. Well, they go quite the same trajectory with the crosshairs in the same spot. Oh, they disappeared. I lost my Tomahawks. Nevertheless, that's enough testing for now. Oh, there is a... Oh, that's a broken headhand 6 minutes ago. That means that's a broken headhand. Thank you everyone for joining in. I hope you enjoy some public test server testing, live game grinding and testing. We'll keep working on this build if I test one more approach possible before I upload the video. But yeah, there will be a video about Elder's Hawk method. That's the future of Guardian farming. For a moment. For how long, I don't know. The Dragon's Breath will be way faster, but way more difficult to pull off than this one. And yeah, see you all soon, everyone. Turtle out.